Hull, the UK's second most bombed city during World War II. It was targeted due to its strategic port. More than 1,200 civilians lost their lives. 95% of Hull's housing was damaged or destroyed. This week, a Citizens' Air Raid Memorial Service paid tribute to those who died.
We have separate celebrations and commemorations for those that fell in service during the military service. So this is more about the residents and the citizens of the Hull city that were lost during the war. So it's more importantly for them to remember that we were bombed heavily. There was many civilians, women, children, men, all killed during the Second World War. So it was important for that.
Censorship meant the true extent of the devastation was largely unknown to people outside of Hull until after the war.
It's a massive port and it's on the right side of the country, ready to go across to Europe. So as far as that goes, Hull was a massively important port at that time. The government of the time didn't want Hull to be known as the bombed city, so they were saying a northern city to try and detract from the fact that it was actually Hull that was bombed. They didn't want the Germans to know, I don't think, how badly it affected Hull.
German air raids killed 400 people in the Hull Blitz between the 7th and 9th of May in 1941. This service commemorated the 300 men, women and children buried in unmarked graves in the city's northern cemetery.
We're showing respect to those that did die and those that don't have a named grave. So by doing this small service, everybody will know where they are buried, and it's with respect that we do it for them. I think a lot of civilians paid the price because they were doing the dangerous things because the men were away in the war. So they were really looking after the country. You have to remember. Otherwise, we probably wouldn't be here today. You know, if the war had gone a different way, it could have been totally different.
We remember before you now those whose lives were lost in the dark days of war from our city and family of Kingston upon Hull.
For the civilians, emergency service workers and armed forces that gave their lives for ours, we will remember them. Anna Riley, GB News, Hull.